Don't forget to subscribe. All in all, The Simpsons got a total of 20 plus games in their catalog, mostly revolving around Bart, which makes a lot of sense because it's believed that boys tend to throw away their time playing games more than girls do, and since Bart appeals more to the male audience, well, you get the relation there. And we gotta keep in mind that most of these games were released early to mid 90s. But aside from the cartoon series, of course when you say Simpsons, most people will probably bring to mind the game Road Rage, which is a good game itself and definitely deserve a top 5 spot in our catalog. I mean, it did pave the way for the most successful game in terms of sales and quality, that game being of course Hit and Run. And not to be called a hypocrite, I have a confession, my friends. This is my first time playing this game. I know, but growing up, you had to choose carefully of what game you rented from Blockbuster because you were stuck with it for the whole week. And more was literally not a good word to use around your parents.
Please, sir, I want some more. More? All right, stop it. Stop it right there. Now go on, fill up the bowl.
But I can tell you that the game is a lot of fun, and I can finally see why it was recommended so much back then. As upon my first play, I remained nostalgic for the hour plus of gameplay, bringing back memories of playing games very similar to this like Rocket Power Beach Bandits or Kirby Air Ride, which to this day was a staple in many childhoods, including mine, but that's a game I won't be touching for a while to not mess up the memories, as that should be enjoyed with friends. But aside from triggering memories of past games I fell in love with, The Simpsons Hit and Run is truly a masterpiece, even deserving a title worthy enough as being the family-friendly version of GTA. My only question I had was why didn't it continue this series? I mean, the show is a staple in American culture, and a powerhouse that, probably not to jinx it, will not fail at what they do because of so many generations growing up with just the show alone, not including the games. Some would say that's enough buzz for a century. And well, it will come to a very simple answer in the end, which goes back to one of those things of not being able to do everything at once and not doing everything, of course, in-house, as there's studios for shows and studios for games. But it mainly came down to Vivendi, which drops games such as Scarface, which I cover extensively on the channel and you should check out, but also games like Lord of the Rings, Futurama, 50 Cent Bulletproof, and many more. But they didn't come to agreement with the Simpsons owner for the planned sequel, which in terms would mean that the contract would not be renewed. In spite of that, they would still go on 2 years after to release Cxgamg with Electronic Arts, which never did numbers or was successful as Hit and Run, but at least something was produced. And I never played that game, but I'm looking forward to it now. If anyone who has, I would definitely appreciate recommendation on whether or not to go ahead and play it. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any video games in mind that never got a sequel and you would like to see a video on it, I would recommend that you comment it down below and it might be the next video in this series. Don't forget to subscribe.